Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room. Does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This will be taken at the 10. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Stephon Anthony acclimated quite quickly to the NFL. As soon as he joined the team, he became their leading tackler.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the 2nd level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And that's incomplete. And you, as a former defender, should know that the referees are watching this closely, defensive holder.
They watch it awfully closely. I sure wish they'd let it be 5.5 yards like they do for the offensive guys. But in this case, they were strict with the rule.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that was a nice play by the defense. And it is tough to be an offensive lineman nowadays, especially if you're dealing with how the defensive tackles have evolved. Their quickness, their agility, their speed has changed the big guys in the middle, the center, and the offensive guards. Formerly, they were just power players. Now they have to be light on their feet as well to keep up with the speed of the defensive players.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, on the board here. We'll see. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to run now. And a nice spin into some open field. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is taken at the 10. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints defense, we watch them get set to go. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together and visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others.
They are.
I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And caught left side, Olsen. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now, and the seemingly endless drive continues. Third and long, it's Newton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Kenny McCall. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead, not a whole lot of time. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to come out. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Saints did not have a great showing last week, and it's been another rough game so far. The Panthers are trying to stay on the attack and are not allowing the momentum to shift away from them. All right, let's roll those highlights. 4th down, is up now by 7. Line up right at the 22-yard line. They'll go with the run here, and he'll go for the score. That puts them on top by 14. 1st and 10. Nifty spin move will free him up, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. Lead grows to 17. Panthers take it at the 21. Newton's got to rush the throw, and it's intercepted. Vaqueros is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. A little 360. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got room. So jumping over. A very solid gain of 27.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Newton to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. and now they're in the hurry-up.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't know.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. They fake the give. Newton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. They juked him, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And they'll run it here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Now it's Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 18 yards there and a 1st down. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout. Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
Holding offense. That penalty is declined.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal.